Hello and good evening. Hello, Facebook family and friends. Welcome to Ask Beverly. This is the Ask Beverly Tuesday, Real Estate Talk Tuesday. Welcome. I'm glad to have you here. I know there's no one here right now, maybe, but when you come back to view it, welcome. Happy voter day. We're trying to vote a new president in, or maybe keep the same one. We don't know what's going to happen, but all I'm going to say is keep the peace. Keep the peace. That's the only thing that you can do. Keep the peace in your heart and know who rules the world. Not girls, but God. God uses girls to help rule the world. So let me find the show on Facebook. I'm hoping that you're enjoying your day. And we're going to talk a little bit of real estate today, just a little. Welcome. Come on in. I hope you've had a beautiful day. I am still celebrating. I am celebrating my new home. So I just wanted to share the process with you for those who don't have a home. But, I know everybody's probably is busy watching the polls and things like that. But I always want to mention the people that have lost a loved one. We're praying for you. Family and friends and loved ones should be praying for you. I have a whole lot of people that I'm praying for because they have lost a loved one, whether it be to COVID or whatever the case may be. But I'm going to find it on my page. It should be up now. Yes, it is. And there I go talking. So if you could like it, love it, share it with somebody. I'm going to share it to my real estate page. Hello. Welcome. I'm trying to share this to my page, but I can always do that a little bit later. But if you are here, say hello and welcome to you. State where you're calling from, viewing from. Would love to know where you're or who is watching, because I'm trying to watch with my phone as well, but it's a little difficult. So I see that you are out there. So, last week I was celebrating my new home, and I wanted to share with you guys what's going on in the process. And last week I was telling you that, we did the home inspection and that there were a few problems. So let me give you the update if you would like to follow. The update is one of the repairs they refused to do, and they're selling me a broke microwave. And so my daughter, who's the agent for me, her husband says, please do not lose this deal over a microwave. He said, my son-in-law said, I will buy her a microwave. So guess what? The deal is moving forward. Nothing stopping the deal here. Nothing stopping the deal. The microwave will be replaced by my son-in-law. So I have this really nice place that's going to need painting and some new flooring. It's going to need a new microwave, but that's all covered right there. So that is part of the process. Okay, so the next part of the process was the appraisal. The appraisal of my property came in at value. So, so far this deal is going so smooth. I don't really have a whole lot to tell you other than it's going smoothly because the value was right on point, not over and not under. It was right on point. So I don't have anything to negotiate with that. I did. Oh, yes. One more thing. The appraiser said that microwave had to go because if it's not going to work, it's got to be moved out of there. That's the first time I've ever seen that done in my 20 plus years, that the appraiser said, get that microwave out of here if it's not going to work. Hello, DC Chris. How are you? Thank you so much. Yes, Let me put your comment up there. Thank you. Look, I wish I could really go back to DC. I would actually live in DC. I really would. I would go right back there on 3rd Street. I sure would. I sure would. So now on to any title work that needs to be done, any background research into the title, that means the previous owners, going back to the previous owners, any owners, making sure that there is clear title, that when I purchase it, that I will have clear title. And if there may be a problem in the background somewhere that is discovered after settlement, the title company has title insurance that I have to pay for, just in case somebody comes knocking on the door and say, hey, you're living in my place. I didn't give anybody permission to sell this home. So that is what the title insurance is for. So when I say seriously, this deal is going very easy. There's only one more hurdle, and that's the title. And then at the end of the month, I go to closing. And at the end of the month, I get to invite you to come over, whoever you are out there. So, I'm here. I'm not going to be here very, very long. So, do you have any real estate questions? That's what I'm here for. Of course, I wanted to share with you the journey of me getting my nice 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and then condominium. I was forced out of Prince George's County because the seller's market is so strong there. I mean, the seller's market is going on in Anne Arundel County as well, but PG County, I've been trying to get a deal for 6 months. And me, the real estate agent, has even been beat out. So I got something, and so I'm happy and I'm glad about it. So what about you? Will you be able to have a home by the end of this year if you do not have a home? Do you know someone who doesn't have a home called their own? I'm working with several people, and we're trying to get them some grant money, either from the bank or organizations. So we're looking for money. So if you're interested in buying a home, you got a good credit score already, we can get you in by the end of the year. Hopefully, if you don't have to go through what I just went through. So I'm trying to find out, are there any questions? I see a Paula Goodwin out there. I see Faith International out there. Hello, my friends and family. Hello. It's good to see you out there. Are you looking for a home? We can make it happen before 2021 rolls in. I know in the midst of COVID, people are still selling and buying. But the reason that we have the seller's market going on so strong right now, because many people do not want to sell their homes in the midst of COVID. They don't want people coming into their homes. So right now there is a very small inventory of homes. And as soon as it comes to the market, guess who's the number one top buyer? Investors. They want to invest in rentals. There's nothing wrong with having more than one property. Do you have more than one property? It's a good thing to have. So let me get some of these up here. That's our good longtime friend, Chris. And here is Faith is Rising, Elder Greg. Welcome. How are you? Good to see that you're out there. I know you got that Faith Rising song going on, because guess what? Faith is rising over here too. Yes, it is. I'm glad to see that you're okay. Glad to see it. I don't see with my eyes, but I know that you're okay. Any questions, any problems that you can think of, any past problems or any questions that you might have, or you just want to say, hey, Beverly, what do you think about this? I may not be in your state, but there's some things that I can answer in generality. Also, let me put my number up there for those. I get calls all day long because I do this, but it's okay. I know how to not answer when I need to. So this is Real Estate Talk Tuesday, and here is my number. That's my number right there. So if you have any questions or issues, you want to just find out for someone, maybe it's not about you, call me. I'm always talking. That's why you hear the little frog in my voice, because I'm always talking, always. So I went to settlement last week, and at the very last minute, we had a big issue. There's always issues in real estate, always trying to get to settlement. Well, with my deal so far, it's very easy, and I thank God for that. I really do. I thank God, because he's looking over my home. I believe God chose my home. So at the very last minute of last week's deal, the tenant took the longest to get out of the house. And sure enough, when we did the walkthrough one day before settlement, there's an issue. All the repair work that they said was done was not done. So everybody, gets a little antsy about that. But I've been doing this for a long while. And so, we took care of it. We have to take care of it so that person can go to settlement and get their home. We even had to push the settlement to the end of the day on last Friday because we had a big issue, and most sellers want to get to settlement. I have seen sellers not be cooperative, but because they want their check with a K, they will do what is necessary to get the settlement done. So let's see. Any questions? Hello, my dear cousin Ada. Hi, how are you? And how's the family? Good to see you on the show. Tell everybody I said hi. And that beautiful little baby, grandbaby. Any questions, my friends and family? Any questions? Okay, I think I see something out there. Let's see. Okay, how about paying your house off early? Okay, so there's a couple of ways to do that. It is the best thing to do. It is really, Elder Greg. Pay your home off early if you can. Okay, so the first way is the one I like. Okay, you have a monthly payment of $1,500 a month. Let's just say your monthly payment is $1,500 per month. And you send that to the loan company faithfully every month on time. Most times it's due before the 15th. You take an extra payment every month. You send that extra payment, let's say $100, let's say $200. You write the check out, and in the memo section, you put principal, extra principal payment. You don't even have to say extra, but principal payment. And what that's going to do is going to take down the principal. Let's say you bought a $200,000 house. You paying that $1,500. Some of that is going to the principal. Let's just say $900 is going to the principal. Then you're going to add that extra $100. So when the next month comes, there is less interest to be applied. Well, there's less mortgage to be applied with that interest rate. That interest rate times the balance. It's going to be less. So every time you put that extra $100, because I'm good at math, but I said it wrong. Every time you send that extra $100, it lowers the balance. So when the interest rate is applied, it's less interest owed. You get that? Less interest owed. So instead of having a 30-year mortgage, you might bring it down to 22 years just by adding an extra $100. And it really depends on what your mortgage is. Now, if you got a $3,500 mortgage, then you might have to pay an extra $300 or $400 a month to bring it down to like 21, 22 years. That's what I've heard, that it can bring it down just that much. That is an excellent question, Elder Greg. Okay, so the second way to do it is to pay every 2 weeks. So you're paying before it's due. You're paying half that $750 in the month previous, and then another $750. That's the bi-weekly payment. Now, I'm not that familiar with that and all the math on that one. I can't explain that one. But on that first one, that's the one right there that you should really go with. Because to me, it's easier to say, here's an extra $100. The bi-weekly, I'm not quite sure. You would have to ask the mortgage company, how does that work, and do they accept it? like that. So before you do the biweekly, make sure you talk that over with your loan officer or the mortgage company. But with the extra payment model, you don't have to ask anybody to do that. You just send it, but make sure you detail the purpose in the memo section that this is a principal payment. Principal payment. Good question, Elder Greg. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anything else? Very good question. Did y'all learn something because of what Elder Greg asked? This is, I mean, really, with this Real Estate Talk Tuesday, that's what I want to do. So, is it too late to buy? I have my own question. Y'all say yes or no. I'm going to take a poll. First of all, I'm going to take the poll. Did you vote? Did you vote? Vote. That's the first question. Did you vote? Did you vote? That's the first. Yes or no. And guess what? If you don't answer, it's okay. You can say no. I don't care if you vote or don't vote. That's your business. Just talking, just to have something to do. House payment is the largest bill. Okay. But then guess what? If you pay that large bill off, wouldn't you like to sit in the home at one point in time with no payment? So you got to get started early. Look, because of unfortunate circumstances, Beverly had to start again. But you know what? I don't care about that. As long as I got God in my life, all is well. So yes, I'm starting over. And guess what? Guess who's going to be sending an extra payment to the mortgage company? I am. Thank you, Elder Greg. But that's what I was doing with my other house, sending an extra payment. I sure was. So any other questions? I'm going to put this, maybe if I put this up here, I can see y'all's questions. Yes. So is it too late? That's my sister walking in the background. Y'all saw her walking in the background. She might as well be on the show. Come on and say hi. Yes. This is a live show and she's walking around naked. Can you believe that? I'm on this show. This is a G-rated show. She says it's going to be X-rated tonight. Of course it's going to be X-rated if you walking in the background. Don't look, y'all. Don't look. Don't look. Are you really naked? She says she has clothes on, but, you know, I'm out here talking to myself, right? I'm doing a real estate show, and I'm talking to myself. So my question is of you, would you buy a house at the age of 70, your first time? At the age of 70 years old, would you buy a house at the age of 70? Most people won't because they don't feel that they're going to live that long. I say buy the house whenever you want to buy. I don't care if you're 80 years old. In this country, they cannot discriminate based upon age. They can discriminate on the amount of income. That's the only type of real discrimination that can happen is your credit. They can discriminate on credit. If you have a $4.99, I call it the $4.99 special. If you have a $4.99 special, they can discriminate against your $4.99. They're looking for people who got $629 and $699 credit score, so they can discriminate on that. So she turned the light off so she could walk past. You see that? I tell you, but that was an interesting part of the show, right? Thank you. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday. This is my former first lady at Faith International. Happy birthday to you. Hi. God bless. God bless. First Lady Sharon. God bless. And many more. God bless. God bless. So my sister went that way. So y'all didn't get no little peep show. She turned the light out. Thank you, Lord. We don't want anybody calling to complain on the real estate talk show. So you would buy a house, Elder Greg, at the age of 70? Is that your answer? Yes. Welcome, my dear friend, Prophetess Christina. Yes, the hairstylist. I've been looking at your Instagram. I think it's Instagram. I see you, and I think you're a fit chick too, right? You're doing everything. God bless you. I wish I could be fit like that. But anyway, we're still talking about houses. Would you buy a house in an upper age? I would, because I want to control where I live. This is what this show is about. I'm just keeping it real with you guys. My mission is to make sure that when you age, that you have somewhere to go, that nobody controls that. Oh, you know what? We think we're going to turn this apartment building into condos. You got to get out. Oh, you've been renting this house for 10 or 15 years. You're going to have to get out. Why do we trust rentals? Yes, it's a means to an end, but the end should be called my own. My own. Just like you got the right to vote, you should have the right to take control of your future. And I'm not saying to worry about your future, but what you do today controls that as well. How you save today controls your future. How you spend less today controls your future. Because if we're going to live on Gucci and Yves Saint Laurent bags and red bottom shoes, that's why. Okay, so I'm going to tell y'all a big secret. Please tell the big secret so y'all can get this. Share this big secret. What is going on in PG County? See, I'm going to tell it. I'm going to keep it real. What's going on in PG County? Many of y'all that are watching are not living in PG County, but those who are and those who are living in the area, they're trying to turn PG County into the rental capital of this Maryland, D.C., Virginia area. That's why we're having, and I had a hard time trying to get something in PG County, because we're not just competing with another buyer or person who's going to live in the home. We're competing with investors. That's what. But you know why? You know why? Because since 2012, there's a report out for PG County that blacks are buying less and less and less each year. So what? Something bad happened. So what? You lost your home. So what? You had to short sell it. Let 3 or 4 years go back and get back up on the pony. Get back up and start again. And that's with anything in life. Get back up. Because if you got, now, like I said before in the other real estate show, if you got $500,000 right now sitting in the bank, I'm not talking to you. Okay? I'm not talking to you. If you got $1 million sitting in the bank right now, I'm not talking to you. But I'm working with a lady right now, and she's selling her home. She's walking away with $45,000. Now, my question is, can you save up that kind of money on your own? She could have been in a rental all this time. Now, I told that story last week, but it was about another lady who moved to Florida. She only had her house 5 years. When all the bills were paid, she walked away with about 45 or 50,000. Now, if you're a saver and you can save $10,000-$15,000 a year on your own, and you want to live in the lap of luxury in an apartment unit, okay, I'm not talking to you. Some people can save, but what I'm talking about is our future and our savings. It really does bother me. It really does. It does. And so I'm trying. That's my mission. And when I'm 80 years old, I'm going to be selling real estate to you. And you're going to say, do you still know what you're talking about, Beverly? I'm going to say, yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do. So that's what I'm talking about today. My journey, and I'm loving it. I love my new place. I can't wait to get it and paint it and do all the different things. And like I said, I'm sharing the journey just to let you know how it can be just that easy. Sometimes it can be a little difficult, but guess what? We as agents, we work out all the difficulties. And if you've lost a home, my final time saying is, if you've lost a home, short sale or foreclosure due to divorce, loss of job, COVID, this too shall pass. This too. You may be renting for a little bit, but this too shall pass. So I just wanted to share that with you. I'm not going to be on here long. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. If you have any comments or if you have any questions, there's my number. You can text me. Let me know if you have a real estate question. I will answer. And if I don't know the answer, I will get you an answer. I appreciate each and every one that came by and liked, loved, and shared it. If you would like to share it, please share it. Or tag someone. Let them know that Beverly's on a mission for them to own a home. Not just for me to get a check. Yes, I do love to get a check, but guess what? Guess who's getting the biggest part of the investment? You are. So it's good seeing you. I will let you know next week, next Tuesday, what's going on with my journey. Join me at same time, 8 p.m. I thought I was going to change it, but no, 8 p.m. Join me. More of the journey. Oh, and by the way, interest rates are going just under 3, the average. I'm talking about average. Interest rates are just under 3, so they moved down just a little bit. This is the most wonderful time to buy a home. This is the best time. The best time. And I'm not going to say that anymore. I'm trying to convince you. I'm trying to convince you. I hope I'm doing a good job. All right. So join me next Tuesday, 8 p.m. And I thank you. And we will see each other again. We will see each other again. Thank you, Elder Greg. Thank you for all your prayers. Faith is rising.